What?
Yeah. Hey, baby. Hey,
What?
baby. Hey, baby.
What?
It's the DZone, baby.
What?
I wish I could rap. I really wish I could rap.
See, I can't rap, but I can make beats though. So you can.
Okay, now you're a beat maker.
I
Okay. Karan on the beats. What it do? It's your girl D-Nycest right here. Welcome to the DZone podcast. It is April 4th, 2022. I am your girl D-Nycest. Like I said before, make sure you follow me on the gram at I am D-Nycest1. Also, follow this podcast on Instagram at the DZone podcast.
You already know where you can follow me. It's your boy, Mr. Strive and Succeed himself, Mr. Just Do It. I am your boy, Karan. And you can follow me on IG at Strive Succeed, or you can go on Twitter and you can come holler at your boy, and you can follow me at KingMe_Karan. Come holler at me.
Go on Twitter, holla at your boy.
Holla at me.
Already. That's what's up.
Real shit.
Listen, we got a great show for you all today. I know we got nice talking shit. You know I'm talking Will Smith, Chris Rock. I'm also talking about the young man who lost his life. We're talking Bruce Willis. I'm also talking Tony Rock. And I'm going.
That was some funny ass shit.
And I'm gonna also recap the Grammys, and we're gonna shed some light on Gonnew's his actual what do you call it? His visual party, I guess we're gonna call that.
Crazy as well.
It was crazy. So what we got in the sports?
So when it comes to the sports, first thing before we talk to sports, you already know, every other Monday I bring to y'all some wonderful, wonderful crypto news. So later on, I'm gonna tell you about what I'm talking about crypto today.
Already.
But if we talking about like straight sports, I gotta talk about the March Madness, of course. We gotta talk about men's and women's.
Already.
We gotta talk about some changes that's been made in the head coach, and then we gotta talk about a certain someone coming back from retirement. We gotta talk about what the finals is tonight for the boys. That is Kansas and North Carolina. So we gonna see. Gonna see.
Okay. So I actually want to get into that. Can we get into that right now? Because I want to know who's coming back. Like, that was my biggest thing. Who is coming back?
So you already know the man Tom Brady couldn't stay away from long.
So Tom Brady is coming out of retirement?
Yes.
He only set out the summer.
My man said, wait a minute, didn't I just make it to the playoffs? Didn't I almost get to the Super Bowl? I'm saying I might as well give him one more fucking chance. Why not?
Yo, but he only set out for like a whole summer.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a season.
I'm telling you exactly what happened. But exactly what happened is he went home and he realized all those other duties that he was going to have to hold down in the house. And he was like, shit, I'd rather study football. Fuck it. I can give football one more try. Fuck it. Because if I got to do this, she just told me to organize the forks, my dog. I'm like, what you mean?
So you think he came back out of retirement because it was just too much to handle at home?
He probably went home and folded the wrong towel and put it in the wrong spot, and it caused hell in the house. I wouldn't
be surprised if that was a true statement, yo. Real talk.
I'm telling you. I already know what it. He was like, yeah, I'm gonna give football one more try, honey. I got this. We going to the Super Bowl this year. I'm gonna win it and I'm gonna go out.
Already.
So next, I want to talk about Coach K's last game.
Okay.
So, sorry to Duke that they Duke that they ended up losing again to North Carolina.
Okay.
This game was actually a little bit closer, but then again they came down to it and they lost. This was actually Coach K's last game, so definitely shout out to him.
So Coach K is retiring?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yes, he is done. He has been a wonderful coach, a wonderful mentor. I know he's been coached to, I can't name how many wonderful All-Star, Hall of Fame NBA players. If not coaching from college, he coached inside the Olympic national team as well.
All right, that's what's up.
So another thing that I want to talk about, sad to say, it doesn't look like the Lakers is going to be making it to the playoffs this year. And the reason why I say that is because they are literally 2 games out of 100. Out of 10 plays. 10 games out of 10 plays. So I don't really think that they're gonna be able to pull it through this year and actually make it to the playoffs. But the Nets, on the other hand, the Nets are 10th place as well, but I believe that they're tied for 9th. So they actually have a chance. Another thing I want to talk about is LeBron actually getting to 35K. Passed it with this deep three that we see right here. So he is the second player all time to get 37K points, man. So that's another wonderful thing. But the last thing that I want to talk about, and this is the most, I will probably say the most wonderful game that I actually sat down and watched firsthand was the South Carolina women's basketball team. I watched that game literally from start to finish, and it was a wonderful game. Paige Buckner is a bucket. I'm just going to say, UConn, you need to get some more help around her because she is a walking bucket. But you also got to bring how South Carolina plays wonderful defense. I mean, wonderful defense. And then Asia Wilson, she is a monster in the post. Monster. They have some wonderful guards, too, that are slashy, quick with the ball. I love it. Like, South Carolina, I was definitely kind of sleeping on them at first. I'm actually kind of new to watching like college female basketball, but this season I've seen so much that amazed me. I'm definitely watching next year. Definitely. You got a fan here because it was amazing the things that I seen in March Madness alone from the females. And that finals game was wonderful.
That's what's up.
So when it comes to sports, that is my sports for this week.
Already. It sounds like there's a lot of interesting things going on in the finals. That's what it is. Cause I was supposed to be in the finals, but I got hurt my senior year. We ain't gonna talk about it.
I'm about to say,
anyway.
I heard it was a bucket too.
You know what I'm saying? Already. Listen. We're about to get into nice talk your shit. Okay. I'm really about to talk my shit, pop my collar, and do my thing.
Okay. Okay.
Over the past weeks, right, we have seen some things come about that is regarding our guy Will Smith and Mr. Chris Rock.
Yeah, we definitely gotta talk about that.
Okay.
Shit. We
so
definitely gotta talk about that shit.
Let me give you a little backstory. So basically, the Oscars, they aired on 2 Sundays ago. Okay. And Chris Rock was actually a presenter. And, he's a comedian. And he was actually doing his thing, giving his comedic jokes to the crowd. He spoke about an actor, about how Will Smith needed to win because him and his wife were in the same category. And that's why Will Smith needed to win because it would be hectic in the house. Got it. Then he goes on to Jada, and Jada, if people don't know, she shaves her head. I mean, we know she has shaved her head before, but she shaved her head. And the joke that he said was, Jada, I can't wait for the G.I. Jane 2 to come out. And apparently that did not sit with her the right way.
All right, go ahead.
And so as he said this joke, Jada's husband, Will Smith, was cracking the fuck up.
Okay, I was about to say.
Okay.
I was about to say, you better bring that because Will was definitely laughing.
No, yes, Will was cracking up. And to be honest, from the second view, she was as well. But it was like something hit her and it just didn't sit well. She gave Will Smith the side eye. This man goes upon himself, goes on the stage, and basically smacks the shit out of Chris Rock.
Yeah, he definitely smacked. Like it was one of those quick little.
Yeah, and so everybody thought that it was staged. I thought it was staged because Will Smith. If you follow Will Smith on Instagram,
he do a lot of shit like that.
You're right, exactly. So he does a lot of editing and a lot of different
shit like that.
Right. So with that being said, I thought it was some type of
back and forth like written in the writer's script or some shit like
something. But this also, people don't know the Oscars. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith actually boycotted the Oscars 2 years ago because it wasn't enough African Americans winning.
Okay.
All right.
I did not know that.
Chris Rock speaks out, and before then, Chris Rock also said a joke that was kind of like backlashy, where Jada did speak out about that as well. So people are saying there is some type of, fuel that has started this. That's why Will did what he did. Okay. So Chris Rock actually speaks out. Okay. After the 94th Academy Awards, he actually had a stand-up following that weekend. So of course he didn't know that the following day that he was going to have to go and talk about getting smacked on stage, right? But he had a show in Boston, and he goes like this. He says, "What's up, Boston?" He asks the crowd before adding, "How was your weekend?" After The Rock said he was still processing what happened at the Oscars, he told the audience that he will probably talk about what happened at the same point, at some matter, sometime, somewhere, when he gets all his thoughts together. But can he talk about what he actually prepared for? So then he went back, and then he went into the show. So that's what that was about. Respect.
Yeah, real shit.
Respect, because
real
that's
shit.
not what he didn't build. So people don't understand. Comedians just don't come on stage and just crack jokes. They actually prepare for their show. And so him actually taking the time out, we don't know how long it was, but he actually had material for that event. So he went about it. And more power to you.
Yeah, that's real. I'm about to say, because that take a lot right there. Definitely.
Already. So, in the midst of that, Tony Rock, which is Chris Rock's brother, he responds. Leon, do we have that video of Tony Rock?
Working on it.
Okay. So, Tony Rock also had an upcoming stand-up. And Tony Rock actually spoke about what it was. He was like, you know what? I didn't come on stage.
Raleigh, what up? Raleigh, what up? Oh, we on pot for the rest of the year. Oh, we on pot for the rest of the year. Let's set some ground rules right now, y'all. Let's set some ground rules.
He came out on the stage, and he basically was like, before I even go into the show, if you got something to say, this is the perfect time to not say what the fuck you want to say. Because this is a show. I'm a comedian. This is what we do. He said, but if you want to come up here and pop your shit and do your thing, just know that these hands is nominated to whoop your ass. And so basically he's trying to say is like, sit your ass down, let me do my show, it's a joke. And he also took a jab at Will and saying, yo, because your wife side-eyed you, you got up and smacked my motherfucking brother. Don't forget we got 10 rocks out here. You don't know what we look like, but we coming for you. And every time he said he's going to pop his shit. So not pop. So every time he goes on stage, he's going to talk his shit about defending his brother. So my little sister is 14 years younger than me and go way harder than me. So I understand it. You just don't play about somebody's siblings like that. You just don't do that.
Real shit.
Okay.
You never know who they know.
You just never know. So please comment and let us know what you guys think about the Will Smith and the Chris Rock situation. Do you think Will Smith was wrong for that? Do you think that he was right for going up and defending his wife? Because there's different people who saying that he defended his wife. And then you have some people who said, yo, it was a joke. You are a celebrity. Your job is to hold your composure. Your job is to take the backlash. Your job is to take all of everything that comes with this type of job. You're supposed to take that, go home, and however you process it, that's how you're supposed to process it. Will Smith also, though, I did not say this, he did come out and he did say that he apologized to the Academy. He never, ever apologized to Chris personally. Now, he did later come out and apologize to Chris Rock in a statement.
Yeah.
I guess people were looking for him to apologize right then and there. But when Will was doing his speech, he made it very clear that, he might still be in character. I think people miss when he said that. He said that, characters bleed over into your personal life. And he also stated that because, he just did the Serena Williams movie.
And that's the thing that I was going to say. I think that That nigga must have switched to like Richard or something. Like he must have thought that he wasn't who he was.
Right.
when
So
he did that shit.
so people he did the movie Richard, which was Serena and Venus's father, and it's basically about how Richard basically molded his daughters to be greats who they are today. And with that came with a lot of fight. He had to stand up to his family. He had to protect his family. But not only that, a lot of people don't realize and understand. Not only did he have to fight for in that role and in that scene, in that character, but also for the actresses on the set. The actresses on the set was not getting the same amount of pay. They was not getting paid like the men were. So an actress, the main actress who played Richard's wife, she actually spoke to Will Smith, and he paid these women out of his pocket. All of the women, I'm talking about Venus and Serena, the little Venus and Serena, out of his pocket, what they were supposed to be paid. So fighting did not stop for him after We Say Rap. He was still fighting at the Oscars. So I think people need to understand that we need to see things from the whole spectrum, the whole circle. I'm not saying that, to me, I don't think that him physically putting his hands on someone else was right. No. Because Chris Rock did not put his hands on his wife or him, right? He just said some words. I think that when Will Smith said, keep my wife's names out your motherfucker, when he said that twice, I thought that sufficed. I thought that was good, and it would have left us like, oh shit, what did they do backstage? You understand what I'm saying? It wouldn't have been none of that, because now Netflix has pulled the movie. I'm sorry, they did not pull. They put Will Smith on hold. He's not pulled. Do I think this tarnished Will Smith's career? No.
I don't think it did either.
I think it put a little dent. And when I say little, I mean very little. You got to understand there's no charges that have been brought against him.
Because Chris Rock ain't following them.
And not only that, though, but you got to think it happened in state, right? So the state can, if they wanted to, press charges. But nothing like that has happened.
Oh, right.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's gonna happen to Will
it's
Smith
not going to
anyway.
happen to Will Smith. People got to understand Will Smith is
Will
Smith.
That is Will motherfucking Smith.
He is that
Fresh
guy.
Bel Air Smith. Yeah, that's him.
He's the guy that's after
Bel Air.
After he smacked Chris Rock, he was the guy at the after party with his Oscar dancing and rapping to his music. Like,
yeah,
it didn't phase him at all.
Will Smith gives a fuck.
No.
I wouldn't give a fuck either, if you ask me.
I mean,
if I'd have did some shit like that, like, you feel me, it had to be some type of backing behind it. There's no way like he just got up and was like, oh yeah, I'm about to go slap this nigga. Like, I don't know. I think that he went into another motherfucking character. I don't even think Will was doing that shit.
I mean, he explained that. He definitely explained that. He explained how, he felt like, he was like, as you all know, as actors, we bleed into characters. And I believe that. You hear it all the time. That's why people end up dating each other for so long. Or that's why J-Lo and Ben Affleck were together when they first got together. Because they were dating. Movies take years to film. It don't just take a month. It don't take just weeks. It takes years to put out a bomb-ass film. And a lot of actresses and actors fall in love with each other during that time. Because 9 times out of 10 is not even in state. It is out of the country. People don't know that, though. And that's why he has an open relationship. That is why he said there's no infidelities in his relationship, because it's open. It's never an infidelity if you know about it. If I don't know about it, that's the infidelity. Now, I will say this. I do think Jada Pinkett Smith is a little toxic.
She's from Baltimore.
She's definitely from Baltimore. And women from Baltimore, not all, but all, are toxic, okay?
A little teeny bit. They got a little teeny bit in there. All of them do.
No, I think she toxic as fuck. Just because, shit, she looked at her nigga with a side eye.
Jada's from West Baltimore.
And he got up off seat and smacked
from
the
West
shit.
Baltimore. But
Yo.
I don't like how she keep on talking about Tupac, though, when my man is, like, right there. Like, that shit will piss me off.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of emasculation going on.
Like,
a lot.
That shit will kind of piss me off. It's like, and then I heard that Willow wrote a note to Tupac.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
I seen some shit like Willow wrote a note to Tupac saying, like, my mom said she wished that you were here so we could all be happy now. I'm like, nah, bro, what's going on, bro? Ain't no
we gotta
way.
See, I gotta see.
It's
You gotta
no-
send me that. Because I've
will.
never heard that.
I will, but it's no way, bro. Like, Willow wasn't born no way near close to even Tupac was even living. Why does she know so much? Like, come on, bro. Like, that's not weird to you? Like, why would my daughter be writing my wife's ex-boyfriend a note? Did ex-wife boyfriend at that? Well, wife's
Her
ex-boyfriend.
mother's from West Baltimore. That's why.
Yes,
I mean, that's just what it is.
I guess so.
All right, in other news, we're going to go into some sad news, honestly. It's not even, I don't want to show no video of this incident happen because, and that's why I didn't show the incident of Chris Rock getting smacked because, I mean, the fact that we're even talking about it is crazy. I don't want to shed light, like negative light on things like that, right? So we're about to skip this program right now into Tyree Sampson. He was a 14-year-old who was in Orlando who actually rode the roller coaster called Free Fall. It was the Drop Tower in Orlando. This ride, it drops from nearly 400 feet at speeds reaching from anywhere from 75 miles an hour, according to the Icon Park, which this roller coaster is located. So now let's get into Mr. Tyree. Okay, Tyree was a 14-year-old, 6'5", 340-pound young man. Okay.
Did you say 340 pounds?
According to this source, he was 340 pounds.
He shouldn't be on no roller coaster.
6'5".
He should not be on no roller
Leon,
coaster.
can we get the picture of him?
Roller coasters are
No. Only the video? Okay, no problem. So, all right. Okay, so Tyree, I'm sorry, his name is Tyree. 14-year-old who lost his life. So he got on the ride, and there is video circulating the internet. So you can see Tyree get on the roller coaster, and you can actually see. So how it is that, you know, some roller coasters have the seatbelt that comes from underneath you that has to lock in with the shoulders, right? So you're completely locked in. Then you have some roller coasters who just have the bars that go over your chest. And this is that type of roller coaster. It was just the bars that go over your chest that pushes you back to the seat of the roller coaster. All right. So at this point, once again, my guy is 340 pounds. So if you and I are sitting down, we're going to be completely to the back of the seat, right? When he gets on this ride, he's already completely back to the seat. So what they're saying is when they locked this, his harness down, it locked one time instead of locking multiple times to secure you. So he was on the first lock. So if you're on the ride, you get on, they lock you in, that's it. That's all they can do because they couldn't push no more. It wouldn't go, right? The ride proceeds to go up to 400 feet. And as it comes down, as it's hitting its brake, we see a body fly out. Boom. Hit the concrete. 14-year-old Tyree flies out, face first. He loses his life later on in the hospital, not right then and there. Rest in peace to Tyree Sampson, the 14-year-old who was just being a kid and getting on a roller coaster. But I will have to say, this is not the end of the story. Earlier in the day, it's a whole park, amusement park. He got denied 3 times to get on roller coasters. So just imagine a 14-year-old is allowed to get on a ride the one time. It's kind of like, wow, like what do you do? You're 14 and you just want to have fun. You got denied 3 times throughout this whole time that you wanted to have a great time. And then they allow you to get on this one ride and you lose your life. So
That shit is crazy. That's like some Final Destination shit.
It's so crazy. Officials with the state agriculture department have said that the free fall ride was inspected for the first time on December 20th. Nothing was found wrong with the ride. It had passed inspection. So this was one of 2 rides that was put up during COVID. So they're saying during the inspection, it passed. Everything was fine. Everything was good to go. There was no signs of a default. Mm-hmm. I believe them. The problem was the attendant who allowed Mr. Tyree to get on this roller coaster.
Oh, shit.
So, unfortunately, though, the park right now, the first statement was that they are not accepting fault. So that is causing an uproar. That's causing havoc.
I mean, but you got to, though, because it was your employee that did it.
It was your employee that did it.
So you got to, because you employed that person. So they're part of your team that you always want the employees to be a part of. You know, the teamwork, we are all one team. That's part of your team. Somebody on your team fucked up.
Right.
So you are the boss, right? The manager that holds this team together, right? So you have to take the fault for it.
So I'm just trying to figure out why that wouldn't be their first. I get it though, right? Because working for a company, when you get into an accident, they in the contract it says do not admit fault. It says that when you get into an accident. I get that, but a statement, bro. Well, anyway, so it says that the state accident reports that the magnets worked to stop the ride, and that's when the patron came out of his seat. So you think about physics, his weight, his size, and the speed of everything. That is how he flew out. The harness was still in a down and locked position when the ride stopped. How the fuck did he fly out? He's bigger than the shit.
The mechanics. He wasn't all the way in the seat.
He couldn't have been.
That's what it was. He wasn't all the way in the seat.
He couldn't have been.
That's exactly what it was. He wasn't all the way in the seat. That's what it was. He's probably sitting up in the seat like this. Just like this. Just like a big nigga would. Think about it. How do big niggas sit down?
I don't know. I've never been. I don't know how big niggas.
You never seen how to...
No, I don't pay attention. No, I figure they sit down. Like I don't know how they sit.
Most of the time when they sit down, most of the ones that I know and I've seen, they never sit up like this because they're too big to fit in this area. So they sit like this with their top of the back to the back of the chair. Mm-hmm. So if he would sit like this in that seat, it's definitely possible that he could have slid out just like that.
So I put this question on my Facebook earlier this week, and because like I said, they said that the boy was locked down, and that the amusement park is basically not taking fault at this moment until the investigation is over. So I had people commenting, and I asked them, was this fake news or was this real news? We had people who said this was fake news. We had people who understood that it was locked and he jerked out of it. But then we also had someone who commented and said it was suicide. Now let's talk about it. Someone said this. To be honest, when I saw the video the first time, I said, was the boy jumped out? It looked like that to me. Basically, what he's saying is that it looked like someone jumped out. And so I asked him, I said, can you please further express what you're trying to talk about? Because I ain't seen none of that. Mm-hmm. So they said, this is his recant. He says, his recant was, let me see, here we go.
Because that's some crazy shit to think. Why would a 14-year-old kid want to commit suicide?
All right, here we go. He said, first off, let me say this. I've worked at an amusement park before. If this was the roller coaster ride in which the cart is moving forward, I can see why it can toss you out. But going up and down, the seat alone and the seat belt can secure you. The part that holds you down on the ride like this, even if it's unlocked, you can hold on to it and you will be secure. Unless this kid's passed out, I don't see how he can fall out the way he did. And when he fell, there was no reaction from him. He was, that was just hard for me to just read just now. He just slipped right through the seats while the ride was moving very slow. There's no grabbing onto the seat. There's no resistance. I see from his part in the video. There's not him saying my seat is loose. As a kid, sometimes, to be honest, we play too much. When I was his age, I was jumping on churches' roofs. I look now and say I could have broken my hip or died. So he's basically saying that, like, was he trying to play in this seat? And it's other people that sided with him.
I mean, shit. Now how he putting it, yeah. I mean, I haven't really seen the video personally, but how he putting it, it do kind of sound kind of just, because it's like, where's the restraint? Where's you trying to do something to save your life?
So you feel like he would have held on?
Something.
You think so? Okay.
You feel me? Like, if you think about it. If I already know that I can't fit in this seat, I'm damn sure gonna hold on.
So with that being said, right? With that theory being said, who's at fault? If the investigation shows that the harness was locked, who's at fault?
Still the what you call it?
Because they let him on because he was overweight. All right, so his coach,
because if you think about it, it's one action causes a reaction. If that person never let him on that ride, he would still be alive.
Right. Okay, so the coach, his former coach, described him as a straight A kid. So basically what I'm trying to describe him is his personality, right? Let's get a better view of his personality. He was a straight A student. He was an exciting kid. He worked hard and he loved football. Nowhere, of course, this is his family's describing him and coaches. Nowhere in here says that he was depressed or anything like that.
I mean, of course they're not gonna say that though.
I mean, I get that.
They're not gonna say that if he was. They're always gonna, you feel me, like, and this is not to coincide at anything that's not, you feel me, going on, but you always want to paint them in the best light. You're not gonna tell, especially the public, their bad side. You always going to say the good side.
Yeah.
Like, I could go to the coaches that I'm not even really cool with to this day, and if I asked them to vouch for me, they would. You feel me? Like, they would. Oh yeah, Rashad is the best person ever. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you feel me? I could go to principals that I fucked up with, like, real heavy. Teachers that I fucked up with real heavy, and if I came to them on some real shit, they would write me a recommendation letter. So you can't.
So, okay, at the end of the day, it seems like the boy, though, he didn't seem like he was looking to kill himself.
I'm not saying
at an amusement park. So I don't agree with that theory.
I'm not saying that he was, but you always gotta look at every predicament.
I just don't agree with that because because what if he wasn't allowed to get on the ride again? Then okay, you understand what I'm saying? So like, he would have went home and he would have been okay. He would have been alive and he would have been doing his daily routine.
Yeah, but all that span is that person. If he got denied 3 times, that person that let him on that ride still did not do their job correctly.
Yeah, we know that.
So it's like one fault causes another.
We got
this
that.
Is still your fault at the end of the day because of that one thing.
So his mother is basically so currently the ride is shut down. Of course, no one is riding it because of the investigation. Nothing has been solved yet. But I will say this, Tyree, if I'm saying your name wrong, please, I apologize. But rest in peace. You did not have to go like that.
Rest in peace, man.
It sucks that you had to go like that.
You could have been an inspiring football player.
I really believe that you would have been like the Michael Orr of football, like shit, because he was that big. Like, he was huge. So just rest in peace. And I just hope that a settlement won't bring him back, but just helping his family out. Yes. Money doesn't solve problems, but it helps. So, all right. In other news, some other sad news. This is like this past 2 weeks does not have been like lit. Bruce Willis. People who know Bruce Willis is a fine actor. He played in all the Die Hards. He is that guy. He's just that dude. His family took to Instagram earlier this week and said that he has been diagnosed with a brain injury and that he is no longer going to be acting anymore. He's going to be retiring. Now, this brain injury is called aphasia. Aphasia. I think that's not how you pronounce it, but it's a brain disease that basically makes you not able to do the things that you normally would be able to do. So we understand that Bruce Willis was an action actor. He won't be able to be jumping and doing all that. So
brain dead, right?
Basically like a brain, it's dying. He just recently also sold his mansion due to the loss of all of this. So I feel like let's keep Bruce Willis in our prayers.
Sound like a parasite or something.
It sounds like he probably need to go see one of the African American naturalists to get him together, but we know
them niggas gonna die on that table and get their head put in some water and resurrected in a couple years.
I hope not. All right, in other news, Gonnew. Gonnew. So the last show I reported that Gonnew was a DC rapper who was shot and killed. Okay, he was coming. So Gonnew had his viewing this past, actually yesterday.
Yeah, at a club.
At Bliss nightclub in DC. And we have the video here, and that is Gonnew. That is Gonnew right there. That is physically his body. Okay? This is at the Bliss Night Club. Okay? Gonnew's body is physically in the club. Everyone that you saw was actually watching Gonnew's body, and there was a performance right beside him as this was going on. Now, there has been statements going across social media. Your guy, what's his name? Snoop Dogg retweeted it. He reposted it and was like, is this, I don't know if this is normal. But here are some comments from Twitter, Black Twitter. You ready? It says, "No way Gumu Mama approved of that shit. It's so sad and disrespectful." Then we also have someone who says, "Oh my God, that's Gonnew. That Gonnew video is crazy. That Gonnew video is disturbing. But why is there an episode on the show Southside where they have a stuffed corpse in the club? He was a party promoter, and now the episode isn't funny anymore." I could have went my whole life without seeing Gonnew's video.
Yeah, me too. Cause that shit is creepy as hell. It'd have been all hell's loose if that motherfucker arm would have came up.
So people who did attend said that it was so hot in there that his mouth was kind of like opening up too. Crazy as shit. Now, I will say this, because I have a personal source that is friends with the family. I have exclusive news. Gonnew's family approved that event last night. Gonnew wanted to go out that way. Gonnew said that when he dies, he want people to come to his show. Like, this is what he wanted. Now, I think people need to understand the reason why it seems a little bit weird to us is because this is not norm to us, right? It's not a normal thing that we practice, right? But if it's something that we practice, it would be normal. Because in Louisiana, New Orleans, I heard they do this. Some type of voodoo type of thing they do, all right? Not only that, doing some type of research in the Philippines, in a certain tribe, what they do is they dress the corpse up, they put a cigarette in the mouth, they put it in the chair, and they let it sit there for weeks. Then you have, in Madagascar, the Madagascans, it's called turning of the bones. And basically what they do is they dig up the body every 5 to 7 years. They clean them, rewrap them, talk to them, sing to them, dance with them, and share stories. So what I say all that to say is this. You don't know people's position. You don't know like how they want it. That's how he wanted it. More power to you. Do I agree with? I mean, listen, it doesn't even matter if I agree or not.
My thing is like they couldn't have him like sitting up in the casket though.
That's not what he wanted.
He wanted to stand up, be propped up like that.
That's what they wanted. He got what he wanted. Now, I will say
more power to y'all because I couldn't do it.
I will say this.
Left
when I go out, but I mean, this is what I'm saying though. This is my thing. We burn bodies when people die.
True.
So how weird is that?
Because your body is numb. I mean, yeah.
But how weird? You get what I'm saying? So this is not as. It's only weird to us because it's not in our culture. This is not something that we do in our culture. But in other cultures, if you Google it, you will see other cultures does this and other weird shit. You got cultures who put bodies in ships and let the body sail off.
Oh yeah, now that I seen.
You understand what I'm saying?
And then they blow up the ship.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that's some gangster shit to me.
See, now, but that's gangster shit. It's not weird shit.
That's gangster. Nigga, they put you in a whole boat and let you go down a river and then like shoot an arrow up into the sky.
But you did.
Shoot an arrow up into the sky and that motherfucker just come down on your shit and just do. Like, you already dead. That's better than cremation.
That don't even sound fun. I mean, I guess.
You already did. What you mean it don't sound fun?
Exactly. You already did. So what's the
like
point?
Cremation.
No, but I'm just saying it's like no point to me. That's what I'm saying.
Nah, that's tough to me.
It's no point.
Like, it's like I'm coming down the river and hella people was cheering. Like,
nigga, you dead. You don't even know if that's gonna be the case.
And you got one nigga in the back that shoot a fire arrow up in the air. Like,
oh, okay.
And that bitch come down.
If you say so.
Boom. Nigga, how many movies did that shit happen on? That shit hard. That shit'd be hard as hell. I'm telling you. If you matter of fact, I won't go like that.
Put in your will.
I will.
And
I need to have a nigga that can shoot an arrow far as
yeah,
shit.
because no, I don't know none of your friends who know how to do that.
None of my friends gotta do it. I pay somebody. You feel me?
Nigga, you're dead.
It's gonna be part of my will. Duh. It's gonna come with the full package.
It's retarded, yo. Okay. That's what's up. So yeah, rest in peace, Gonnew. His funeral was actually today. It was at 11 o'clock. So he actually got a proper burial. He went off with a horse and carriage. Doves were released. It was a beautiful sight. Rest in peace, Gonnew, once again, to the fallen soldiers. And I heard they know who did it too. I ain't got nothing to talk about that. But anyway. All right. In some lighter news, the Grammys. Yes, the Grammys. They were yesterday. 64th Grammys were yesterday. And people don't know what the Grammys are. The Grammys is our time to shine. When I say our, I'm talking about the musicians. Okay, this is when they come and they win awards for the best song, the best artist, best performance, best things like that. And so just to give you a little recap. Song of the Year, Leave the Door Open, Silk Sonic, they won Best R&B Performance. I never knew that you can win a tie for the Grammys, but apparently Pick Up Your Feelings and Leave the Door Open, Jasmine Sullivan and Silk Sonic, they both won for Best R&B Performance. For That's Best great. R&B Song, Leave the Door Open, again, was Silk Sonic. Best R&B album was Jasmine Sullivan. So we got some good winners. You had Jasmine Sullivan, her. You also had your favorite rapper. What's his name? What's the boy name? I forgot the boy name.
It ain't Meek.
No. What?
It ain't Meek.
Why would he be there? He hasn't put out nothing. What's the boy name that's your favorite rapper? He
Killa.
Anyway, he performed. He was great.
You ain't named
Nah, because he's not really your favorite rapper. I was trying to play, but yeah, but he performed. It was good. What's the guy's name who came out with the devil shoes?
The devil shoes. Oh, don't play with me,
yo. What's his name?
Don't play with me.
What's his name?
Don't play with me.
What is his name?
Lil Nas X.
There you go. I knew you would know his name. Favorite rapper like shit. Yeah, this nigga be jamming Lil Nas X in a car. No. Listen, y'all want to know some real tea? when we be in a car, this nigga be listening to shit that y'all don't be imagining. Like, this nigga be listening to, like, all of them. He talk about key lock and all this other gangster shit. He be on his little, yeah.
I listen to, what's that nigga name? I think he from Baltimore, Brett Fayez. Brett, I fuck with Cho. Of course, I fuck with my nigga Chris Brown.
No, I'm talking about, no.
I got her on my phone.
I'm not talking about these people. Yeah. We're not talking about these people. I'm talking about like the Lil Nas X's.
Nigga, I was bumping Lil Nas X when he came out with Old Town Road. That was it.
I'm talking about also you had, what's her name? I heard you listen to Britney Spears.
No, the fuck you
yes, I did. You was saying that. Yeah,
But
I saw it. That was cool.
Not me.
It was definitely cool.
But nah. Lil Nas X was hard when yo first came out. Like, I fuck with your music. I fuck how he, you feel me, intertwine that country shit with some you feel
just
me,
that one song.
Music. I fuck with that song, and then I think it was I think it was a song off the motherfucking EP. I think it was called like.
So once again, he's
something
proving
with like a P.
He's proving my point. This is his favorite rapper.
Fuck
I don't know none of these songs that this nigga's talking about. Like,
it was only them 2 songs. They're the only 2 songs that I could think of.
He's pushing P with Lil Nas X.
Yeah, okay.
It's like, nah, all right, yo, I got some upcoming events for y'all. Make sure you come party with your girl, D-Nice. This weekend, I am at TMS. We're at Union District in D.C. We going up, myself, DJ Honey, I believe DJ Chaos, or DJ L Sax, whoever, but your girl will be on the mic. Make sure you come through. Also, before May, we got Philly. She just want to come on and just make her presence. We got Philly. Okay. We have Philly the 30th for Philly Pride. I will be out there doing my thing for Philly Pride. And then in Miami, we got the 11th through the 16th, we're going to be in Miami.
You already
so make sure y'all pull up on us. We got us. We're going to be out.
Born to flex, diamonds on my neck. I like boarding jets, I like morning sex.
So let me make a big deal. Leave that right there, Leon, please, if you can. So Sweet Heat is a major thing for anyone in the lesbian community. Okay? So my straight hetero guys and girls, you do not understand how much this is major.
I don't, but I know that, you feel me, I'm going to be down there spreading some business, doing the thing, partying with you and shit.
Facts. So what Miami, Sweet Heat Miami is, it's created and CEO is DJ Dimples. Shout out to DJ Dimples. It all started with like her just doing parties. And it just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Party promoter.
Exactly. So 10 years later, this is one of the biggest LGBTQ ABCDEFG events in the world. Everyone comes from everywhere to come to this event. So for me to actually host this event is a big deal. It's a huge deal because not only this opens up doors for other avenues. So come fuck with me. In Miami, your girl will be turning up for 5 days straight. You know, I might be in somebody's after. I might even do something after hours because I got a little something. You know what I'm saying? But you never know. I might link up with some people too. So keep it locked. Make sure y'all follow me on the gram at IamDNice1. Also follow this podcast page at the DZone podcast for more updates and upcoming events and news. Karan, where can we find you?
You can find me on IG. You can find me at Strive Succeed. And then on Twitter, of course, you can find me at KingMe_Karan. Definitely tap in with me on Twitter because you know I talks my shit. And we can talk about any motherfucking thing, man. I'm not really no person that don't talk about anything anyway. So anything that crosses my mind comes through on my Twitter. So you feel me? Chime in.
Already. Listen, if you want to be a part of the show, you want to be the guest, make sure you email us at thedzone2020@gmail.com. Make sure you send us a brief bio, and a picture. Listen, like I said before, once this show gets hot, the price will go up. It is a fee to come on our show. It's $50 interview fee. That is nothing. Listen, that helps us out. That helps you out. That helps with the promotion. So make sure you guys come through, support us. We support you. You got anything to say? Any shout outs?
Any shout outs? Definitely shout out to St. Peter's head coach. He is now the head coach of Seton Hall.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, definitely shout out to him. Shout out to, my boy Deuce. Shout out to you, man, my guy. You getting bigger and bigger every day, and your father loves you to death.
Already. Shout out to everybody who's celebrating their birthday. All my Aries, I see you, Young and May. Happy birthday to you. Actually, my local DJ Jason Sear, and CT The Noise was actually at her birthday event in Atlanta. So shout out to you guys for actually getting that exclusive. It looked lit. It looked live. Red Gang. Like I said, all the Aries. Happy birthday to Yolanda. Your birthday is tomorrow. So happy birthday. This is all the way from Baltimore to Atlanta. So happy birthday. Listen, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Shout out to Lamar Jackson, because his birthday was April the 2nd, too.
Already. We appreciate you guys. We love you guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Make sure you tap in.